an experiment to find out whether changing the metal powder added to dilute hydrochloric acid affects the temperature change of the reaction. Her results are shown in Table 1. The table shows the 4 different metals that were used, the starting temperature in degrees Celsius, the temperature at the end of the experiment, again in degrees Celsius, and finally the temperature change, again in degrees Celsius. A. Complete the table to show the temperature change for the reaction between magnesium and hydrochloric acid. Now we can see that the magnesium has a starting temperature of 11.0 degrees and the temperature at the end was 25.5. So the temperature change will be 25.5 minus 11. We can do that on our calculators to make sure that we've got that 100% correct. So that's going to be a temperature change of 14.5 degrees Celsius. So the missing value is 14.5. B. Suggest why the student carried out the reactions in a polystyrene cup. Well, polystyrene cups are often used for hot drinks, and they work well because that material is a good insulator. It allows us to keep the heat energy inside the cup. So polystyrene is a good insulator. So by keeping the heat energy inside the cup, it allows us to measure the maximum possible temperature change. C. Suggest why the student stirred the mixture before taking the temperature. Stirring the mixture means that the temperature throughout is going to be the same. We wouldn't want to have put the thermometer in a particular corner that just happened to be a lot warmer than the rest. So stirring the mixture allows us to ensure that the temperature is the same throughout. So it makes sure the temperature is the same throughout our reaction mixture. It would also allow the reaction to take place more quickly by getting the acid and the metal particles to come into contact and react faster. So again, it would allow us to get the maximum possible temperature change. D. Suggest why there was not a temperature change when copper was added to the hydrochloric acid. So in our table, we can see that the temperature at the beginning and at the end of the reaction with copper was the same, giving a temperature change of 0.0 degrees. And that's to do with the reactivity of copper. Copper is a very unreactive metal. In fact, it is less reactive than hydrogen. So we don't see a reaction taking place when the copper is placed into the hydrochloric acid. So the copper is unreactive, less reactive than the hydrogen. So there is no reaction to take place.